Hello everybody. Fall weather is setting in here in Connecticut, and lately my blower motor's been chirping. I think it's the blower motor. Chirping goes away when I turn the blower off completely. So we'll dig into it and see whether it's the bearing or whether I've got some obstruction or some debris making this noise. In order to get the blower out, you got to remove this ductwork here. There are 2 screws that hold the ductwork in place. I think those are T20 Torxes. There are 5 or 6 of these T20 screws that have to be removed. One there, one there. There's one down here, 3, 4, specifically right there. That's a hole for a guide pin. I think there were either 5 or 6. So I've got the blower out, and it's pretty tight. That should be spinning pretty freely, and it's not. So I'm going to put some 30 weight motor oil on that bearing, and hopefully it's the drive end bearing and not the opposite end bearing. So to get the motor out, all you have to do is remove the 3 Torx screws right here. There's one down here, and there's one here. Remove those 3 screws. You can pop this cover off, and the motor and blower assembly will come right out. And what I've done is I've put a drop of oil here on this end, one on this end here on this bearing, and then on the back side of each of those 2 bearings. So on the back side in here, it's going to be really hard to show. Put a drop of oil down that shaft and let it run down into the bearing. And then similarly on the drive end bearing, which you're not going to be able to see on the camera, but put a little spout down in the bearing cavity and put a couple drops in there. And let me show you, there's a huge difference. Now if I spin it, it will stay spinning, whereas before it would just stop. So it's spinning pretty freely right now. I'm pretty sure it's going to be quiet. The question is for how long. So the blower's running on low right now. I don't have it reinstalled yet, and it is whisper quiet. Speed it up. Slow it down. So I've got about 100 miles on the car right now since I oiled up the bearings. I'm going to put the blower back in and keep my fingers crossed. So that's how you do it. Hey, if you found this video helpful or entertaining, how about a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.